Hello, Your Royal Majesty, and welcome back from the weekend. Thanks for logging in. Sunny with a chance of Randy today for the royalty of the zodiac, or could go the other side of the moon too. We'll talk about it in a second. The moon is in Pisces, so emotional focus is on your trust and intimacy and boundary areas. Okay, so you're sensitive to every boundary everywhere. So if someone kind of crosses a line, if someone's in your face, if someone cheats or betrays or lies, something like that, those are all boundaries, okay, and that makes us emotional, especially now you are sensitive. Now that sensitivity can be a good thing if you have a nice trusting relationship. That's why I say chance of Randy, but it could also be a hard thing as well. In fact, how were you thinking yesterday? How are you feeling yesterday? The moon crossed over Jupiter on Valentine's Day, so there was an expansion of the potential. You might have found yourself really close to your honey, or really wanting a honey, or really realizing that your capacity for intimacy is expanding. That's what happened every time the moon will cross over Jupiter in the next 6 months. And in the next 24 hours, the moon will cross over Uranus. That will be likely a test of emotional faith. The test of faith will be trusting yourself and trusting the universe. And it might be around trust. I don't know if I can trust men. I don't know if I can trust my parents. I don't know if I can trust myself. Well, you have to stand in an affirmative. You have to be open, willing, and allowing. That's what faith is. You kind of put your heart chakra out there and you just say, I trust the universe. I will surrender to the will of the universe, and I will surrender to my own potential too. So if you fall into a pit of despair, of worrying about trusting something, having anxiety, you're not standing in that space of faith, and you're failing the test, Your Majesty. So we're on to the Sun. It might be around relationships after all. We're in Chapter 3 of Sun in Aquarius. Saturn is ruling the day. That means it's time to make your final decisions for this year about what you want out of marriage and partnership. Doesn't mean it will happen right away. It takes a little while to light cast. In fact, we had light cast day on Saturday. You're probably putting everything out there. I want this, and I want that, I want this, and I want that. Well, now let's decide what is reasonable in the next year. Let's make that decision so we can incision. That's what a decision is, it's incision. So we can focus on the energy you do want to light cast, and let's be efficient in doing so. Also, we're going to be taking action on that in the next couple of days. And speaking of action, how about hot Julie Zipper on meditation vibration today? She's a Leo if you don't know, so all the Leos should be at least supporting the Leos. This is our fourth and final episode in Aquarius. This is our question-answer episode. These get really kind of interesting and provocative. If you've asked a question on YouTube or Soul Garden in the last 24 hours, in the last 30 days, sorry, we don't work that fast, Julie might have answered you today. So don't miss Julie. She's everywhere. Soul Garden does stream. Well, Your Majesty, that wraps up Monday, but I'll be back tomorrow with more. Live, love, be.
Soul Garden.